Alright, here's a video of the ceiling fans in my house and collection as of 2026. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because today marks the 7th anniversary of my YouTube channel, and I'm really happy about that. This channel has come such a long way since I first started back in 2019. It took me 5 years to get 1,000 subscribers, but after that, my channel's just been growing rapidly in subscribers and also views on my YouTube shorts. And speaking of which, my Goofy Hunter Original Ceiling Fan short almost has 1 million views now. So I'm really excited about when that finally happens. And another thing is that next Friday, me and my family are going on a trip to Florida again. So that means I get to go to another dance fan city, and so that will be something to look forward to. And it will be my very first Dance Fan City video in 4K, at least. But it will be my 4th Dance Fan City I ever went to. But anyways, starting out from my bedroom, we still got the Hunter Original, which you've seen before 1 million times, and I know you're probably tired of seeing this fan all the time, but too bad. You're going to see it anyways because it's that great of a ceiling fan. And like I said before, this is a permanent install in my room. But you know what's crazy though is that it's been almost 3 years since I put this fan up, which makes me feel pretty old now. But yeah, there's that. I'll show you with the light kit on. So yeah, there's that, the light kit on. And we'll turn it off now. And still got the same Hunter Original picture, the Robinson Myers 36-inch original that I put on here 2 years ago. And I have been thinking about putting more Hunter Original pictures on my wall, but I just keep neglecting to do that. But it's going to happen eventually. So yeah, there's that. And as you can see, I also put this exit sign above my door, which isn't ceiling fan related, but it still looks really cool, so I thought I'd show that. And over here are all my ceiling fan catalogs. Well, most of these are catalogs, but there is also the Casablanca fan book and the Celebrating Fans book by Bethany Tiberios. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. And then I've got my fake Home Depot ceiling fan catalog, which I made in 2019. Well, for 2019, as you can see. And I definitely have to make a 4K remake video of that if I haven't done that already. But yeah, there's all those. My favorite of these is definitely the Dance Fan City catalog, which I got on my very first time going to Dance Fan City. But yeah, it's the one for 2019 as well. But yeah, there's all those. Well, that's it for my bedroom. Now we're going to go downstairs now. Over here in the lunchroom, we've got my black Belpus Hall socket fan. This is the 4th socket fan I ever got. And it's running on low speed right now, just like the Hunter Original. Well, all the fans in this house are running on low speed for the video. And I'm sorry that there isn't any better lighting in here because the socket there needs to be replaced. But when that happens, there will be another light bulb in here, and you'll be able to see this fan better. But anyways, we'll show it with the light kit on. But yeah, you can see that much better now, especially if I hold it up here. But yeah, there's that. And of course, just like every first generation socket fan, it is very noisy. Which I didn't mind at first, but now that, you know, we have the 2nd generation socket fan with the color changing light bulb, those ones are much quieter, so like I just prefer those a lot more over these ones. But yeah, there's that. Over here in the ceiling fan tested area, we still got the Hampton Bay Minuet 3. And I would love to keep this fan in here if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a ceiling fan collector and have a YouTube channel. If I didn't, I would keep this fan in here, but eventually things have to change to make my channel more interesting, so yeah, eventually there is going to be another fan here. But for right now, this fan is still here, and this is definitely a fan I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. Maybe even put maybe if I have a kid in the future, I might put it in his or her room as well. But yeah, there's that. Still runs great as well. And we'll show with the light kit on. So yeah, there's that. And definitely one of my favorite ceiling fans I own as well. But of course I don't like it as much as the Hunter original. Of course. But yeah, there's that. And like I've said before, this is a new Warhammer Bay Minuet 3 because it's got the new Warhammer Bay pole chains on it. But besides that, it's basically the same thing as the 2009 one. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, unfortunately, I will be replacing this fan soon. But I'm still going to keep it. I don't have any other fan testing area, so that's just how it has to be. But yeah, there's that. And over here in the office, we've got my white Belbus Hall socket fan, the second generation version with the color changing light bulb in it. I can show that. I'll show it with the normal light on first, and then all the color light bulbs. Okay, just wasn't sure if I actually pressed the second button or not. And yeah, so there's that. Anyways, I'll turn. Okay, actually, I'll go turn on the main light now because I got some other things to show now as well. But yeah, there's that. As you can see, this socket fan is way quieter than the black one I have because it's the second generation one. Almost dead silent as well. The only noise it makes is the wind noise. But yeah, there's that. Just putting the remote down now. But anyways, I've got some here. Next, I'm going to show all the fans in my collection. So I've got the SMC DC52, which I got 2 years ago. And here's the blades for that. As you can see, stencil blades. I've got the Gulf Coast Dixie Belle right here. The 42-inch Gulf Coast Dixie Belle. Well, it's the only Gulf Coast Dixie Belle I have. And as of this year, it's been almost 5 years since I got this fan. And that definitely makes me feel old. And there's the close mount canopy as well for the fan. And as you can see, here are the 2 blade sets I have for the Dixie Belle. As you can see, I've got the 42-inch blades under here, and then the 31-inch blade set, which actually have the blade brackets attached. And now for the big reveal, my new ceiling fan that I got this year. So this is an SMC Park Avenue 5 with the brown UFO style motor in it, in antique brass, GE vents, and filigree on the side. And yeah, this fan did not come with a light kit, and actually it didn't even come with a canopy or down rod, as you can see. So we actually have to get one for this fan. And since this fan, as far as I know, this fan isn't flush mountable because none of the canopies I own actually align with the screw holes in here. So I'm gonna have to get one and then mod it so that it will be able to fit there. I was thinking of getting another one of the Dan's Fan City close mount kits when I go to Dan's Fan City. Well, obviously an antique brass one to match this. But yeah, there's that. And then over here is the blade set for that fan, as you can see. Cane blades, as you can see. And unfortunately, when now how I got this fan was that my aunt found this at someone's house and they took it down and she gave it to me. But the owners did not do a very good job taking this down, because when they took it down, they didn't even take the blades off. So I guess they crashed to the floor because, as you can see here, this is part of it's ripped off here. Not on all the blades, but on that one it is. But as you can see on this one, it looks fine. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, this is my very first cane blade ceiling fan, and as far as I know, this is my, well, actually, I know that for sure. This is my, as of now, this Park Avenue 5 is my oldest ceiling fan I've ever owned now. Well, in terms of when the fan was made. Because I'm not so sure what year this one's from, but I know this one's newer than this one because this one's made in China, this one's made in Hong Kong, and so, you know, this is a much older SMC fan, so probably from the mid-80s. And this one is probably, the earliest this one could be is from 1989. But yeah, there's that. I'm really excited to put this fan up when I get all the parts needed for it. And I might also pick out a light kit from Dan's Fan City as well. But as of now, the Minuet 3 is going to stay in my fan testing area until I put this fan up. But yeah, there's all the fans in my housing collection as of this year. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and bye.